That Dad Guy. It's January 5th, 2023, and today I want to talk about some stamps. So I'm not gonna show you this book. I'll present it a little bit and I'll show you the other thing that's there. These are collections of what came out in 2022 at Canada Post. So one of them is first day covers and then the other is just regular book. I'll talk about those in a minute. I'm not sure what's been happening in your world. Last couple of days, I've kind of taken a little step back from social media, not because I needed to or anything like that, but there are things at home that need to be done, whether it's running errands or preparing. My daughter returned to university today. Next week, my son will go back to school. Yeah, we're back at work again. So there are all sorts of things. Christmas tree has come down while the house is completely undecorated. That happened this week. So I just found that I didn't have some content that I wanted to show you right away. And I still had some errands and things that I needed to do around the house to get done. So I didn't want to pressure and put something out just for the sake of putting it out. I figured if you were missing me, you could go back and look at some of my older stuff too. But today, I felt the urge to get back in, get a video out so you can see something new. Tomorrow's Friday, so that means I'm going to show you what's come in the mail this week. Saturday, of course, is That Dad Guy Answers, so make sure you get your questions in on the last one, which I think was part 47. So make sure you get some good questions in there, so I've got something to answer on Saturday. And then we're carrying on from there. It'll be back to writing postcards again. Today I actually finished writing all the postcards I needed for the week and the swaps and stuff. It took me a little longer than I normally do, but like I said, I've been trying to do some other things, so I kind of put postcards on the back burner. I put making videos on another back burner, and today we're moving something to the front. All right, let's get into what I want to talk about today. This is the year album that every stamp and a little blurb on what each stamp was about and why it was issued. That comes out. My father gets these every year, so this is one of his Christmas presents that just ends up staying here, which is kind of nice for you guys because you get to see it. I'm not going to open it up and show you everything that's in it today because I have been doing a walkthrough of all the Canadian stamps in year order, and when we get to these albums you'll get to see what they look like at that point. We're getting closer to that. What I do want to show you is this 27 official first day covers. So this is the box that they come in. If you watched last year, I got the same thing. Not the same thing, of course, but the same style. So inside you get one of these really nice boxes, and inside the box you get a little booklet that kind of tells you here. I'll just open it up. It has all the cancellations for all the first day. So if you're big into cancellations, here are all the first day issue cancellations, all on one card. So that's kind of a neat thing to have. And then they're all wrapped, so I'm going to take them out of the wrapper so I can show you them individually. What's in here. So in 2022, Canada Post issued 27 new stamps. So we've got 27 first day issues to show you here. Let's go from first to last. Did you guys see this one this year? Eleanor Collins. So there is the beautiful cover. On the back, it has the story all about it. I'm not going to be individually reading each one as I go through, but you get the idea. All right, how about this one here? This one is fantastic. This is the Platinum Jubilee for Her Majesty, which ended up being her last one, unfortunately. So, beautiful first day cover. Love the cancellation. Then the Calla Lilies. All right, what do you like? Are you a stamp? Are you a cancellation person? Are you a first day issue cover person? What drives you in this one? What are you collecting? Are you just a pure stamp collector and you don't have anything to do with these ones? I know when I was collecting stamps as a young man or a young boy, I used to go to different stamp shows And the first day covers, you could almost get them dirt cheap. People were giving them away almost. Nobody was collecting them. Now I think a few more people are collecting them. And it's nice to get these boxes that have all of them for the year. I've been very blessed that some people have been sending from other countries, been sending me first day covers, so I'm getting a chance to see what they look like from other countries. These ones were very popular. This one, the endangered species whales. So there we have all 5 of them on one first day issue. The back isn't necessarily as exciting to look at on camera, but there is a lot of great information in there. These were another really big success this year, I think, from Canada Post. These were the billboard or postcard series of the different regions in Canada. Of course, me on the East Coast. There is our lighthouse. We have some Inuit leaders that were represented here too. I love this too because we have the different language that's represented. And same on the back. Not only is it in French and English, but in the native language as well. We have some of the other heroes of Canada being given proper honors. I wonder if they're going to see a stamp that I don't even remember having this year. Here's a big one for this year, the Help Ukraine. So it's a stamp that came out that part of the proceeds went to the fight to help Ukrainians in their fight for freedom, or keeping freedom. And this one here, the carousel horses from landmarks across the country. And on the back, it shows you the different amusement parks that they've come from. The 1972 Summit Series. Right now, the World Juniors of Hockey are taking place between Moncton and Halifax, and our 2 cities have been the hosts. And tonight, actually, is the gold medal game between Canada and Czechia. So very excited. Go Canada. Hopefully we do well. This is the 4th year in a row that Canada's been in the gold medal game. So we're hoping for big things again this year, as we do every year as a hockey nation. This is one of the Canada Post Community Foundation stamps. These are the ones that a portion goes to charity. This is for Truth and Reconciliation. These were 4 different stamps that were created by different artists. The story on the back. And this is the Diwali issue, a Diwali. This one's interesting. It comes in a booklet. So, because it's a series of 5, instead of having them all 5 on one first day cover like we've seen on some of the other issues, like the whales, each one, because it's a story of flight, they get their own, and then the story of the stamp is on the back. So I guess where the whale stamp, the story was about all of the endangered species. This one here is just about each individual one. So that's kind of nice to have that in another little protective booklet that opens up like yay. And here we go. For Hanukkah. It's interesting that the stamp is in the middle. Not for Hanukkah, that's the Christmas stamp. And yeah, we're going to get to the Hanukkah one. And then some of you may have seen these birds. That's the domestic rate, the US rate, and the international rate. So all 3 of the stamps on there. words on the back. Here we go. Here's the Hanukkah one. And then the last stamp that was issued this year, and I didn't do anything on it, but this is a Mercure. Here's a very famous Quebec artist. Her music and her art, I guess, her acting. So there is everything. And we can slide it back into the box with the cancellations on top and the nice close. It'd be almost nice to have a little plaque that said 2022 on there. But for now, I'm just going to slide it back in the box and put it next to my other one that's in there. There you can see all the issues on the back as well. Very nice presentation. You can see the whales get the center picture in the top. But lots of great issues that came out this year. And here, once again, you're going to have more in-depth about the story. I know the stories are on the back of the first day issues, but you'll see more color photographs in these books. And just another way of, really nice way of presenting it. And you don't have the cancellations when you're in the, when you have this album, there's no cancellations, but in here you get the cancellations. So it all depends on what you collect. If you're just into the individual stamps, then the collector book might be the way to go. If you really prefer to have cancellations and the first day issues, then that's an option as well. I'm not sure if every country does it that way and does presentation binders like this, but Canada Post does and has for many years. So I'm happy that my father was collecting those books and we're continuing the tradition. And in the last couple of years that I've gotten back into it, I've gone and got some of the first day covers because I wanted to expand that collection that I had from before and be able to show it to you. What I have been trying to do is when new issues come out, so do a video, show you the new issue stamps and talk a little bit about them. So as we get through into 2023, that's what I'm going to try to do, is carry that on so you can see them in real time when they come out. And then at the end of the year, we do one of these wrap-ups. So hopefully you enjoyed that. That's just kind of why I wanted to come on and show you what was going on. Did you see my beautiful toque that was made for me by Shira? I have that in the background too. I liked having rolling up the rim, much better fit this way. So more pro-Ukraine, put that back up there. That's all I got for today. Stay tuned for the videos still to come here in the next few days. And don't forget to get your questions in for that Dad Guy Answers. Have a magical week. What follow? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?